Paper. Mario in paper form has existed since the N64 days when Nintendo decided to dramatically change the formula of Squaresoft's hit game, Super Mario RPG. As such, I was never interested in the paper universe, and Origami King is the first Paper Mario game that I've ever played. The pros! The game is absolutely gorgeous. The colors are popping out in lieu of the flat characters. I get it. And the origami aesthetic that the game throws at you is truly wonderful. I especially loved Autumn Mountain with its lush reddish orangey leaves that reminds you of apple picking in the fall. And I also like the cozy little paradisical islands found in the Great Ocean. A beautiful game for sure. The story was also quite funny. For the most part, when I originally read reviews for this and learned about the supposedly, air quotes, great writing, I was afraid it only meant there was a bunch of good puns and dad jokes. Well, there's some of that, along some not so good ones, but there's more to it than that, I thought anyway. There's actual clever humor to be found, and the quest to stop Olivia's brother Ollie is quite entertaining. But keep in mind that this is the only Paper Mario game I've played, so I can't compare with the other games. The boss battles are also fun / frustrating, depending on your perspective. I thought they all posed a fair challenge, and it always took me a bit to understand what I had to do, to the point where some viewers actually made fun of me when I was streaming. But hey, how was I supposed to know you could slide the rings in boss battles too? Nevertheless, the boss battles were a fun change of pace from the regular battles. The music was also pretty good. I'm usually not a big fan of Mario music, but this game has some pretty catchy tunes, especially that DJ in Desert Town. Let's party in the waterless pool. Woo, woo. The nude. That means neutral. The boss battles. Yes, again. Office supplies? Really? I have a theory that someone at Nintendo Japan had to come up with a theme for boss battles, and after spending days staring into space, not being able to come up with any ideas, that person looked at their desk and had a sudden revelation. Colored pencils! A hole punch! A stapler! Nice! Yeah, but not really. At least some of the boss battles that didn't use the ring system were pretty cool nonetheless. The cons. Boo, 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 boo. The battle system. You heard it, and you'll hear it again. The battle system, with the regular common enemies, that is, found throughout the game, 100% useless. Okay, 98% useless. Sure, to give you coins. Sure, to give you confetti. Witchy, witchy. But you don't really need those. You can find coins and confetti elsewhere. There are no experience points, no stat improvements, no treasures to be gained. So you may as well avoid battles like the plague. The rig system in itself is also a strange beast. You're basically working your brain and you're trying to solve puzzles in every single battle. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes you'll just go like, what the heck? And press A just to attack and go at it for another round. Because at one point, trust me, you'll stop caring. The 100% completion requirements? Ugh. Hey, you. I heard you wanted to complete the game 100%? Well, why don't you have fun, will you, my darling little sprinkled popsicle? Apart from having to fill all the holes, find all the gosh darn it where the whoop-de-doo are you invisible blocks, and chase the countless I can't tell my head from my toes toads around. You have to fight every single boss again, ride down that cursed river again, but perfectly this time, and a bunch of other crazy things I just stopped caring about. And know what you get for completing the game 100% is not worth it. And that's an objective opinion, my friends, not a subjective one. Wink, wink. And the final verdict is... Despite the cons, ultimately, I enjoyed my time with Paper Mario, the Origami King of all that is flat and folded. But let's just say that it has not really sold me on the series. I'm curious about going back to the original Paper Mario for N64 now, but only time will tell if I'll actually get into the fold. My rating for this game is 7-toed DJs out of 10.